Hello everyone and welcome to our weather update on July 28th, 2025. Okay, so starting off as usual with our satellite this morning, we can see that again this Monday is quite a cloudy morning, but we are expecting the cloud to break up this afternoon and evening, especially in the eastern Midlands, and that will provide some decent dry and bright spells there. However, in the west it's likely to stay cloudy all day, and in fact in the evening cloud will thicken and lower, and a warm front will push in from the west, and that will bring rain to most areas tonight. Into the UKV high res forecast, we can see that today this morning, again, quite a cloudy start, a few lighter showers here and there, but otherwise quite dry. And through the early afternoon, many areas will see some decent cloud breaks for a time, so all areas away from the west should see some sunshine, best of which will be in the east this afternoon. However, in the evening, we see rain moving into the west coast in parts of Connacht and Ulster. This rain will slide southeastwards tonight, so many areas of North Munster, Connacht, Ulster and Leinster will see some falls of rain at times, possibly heavy, especially in more western areas. But tonight is quite a damp night for most areas, although South Munster may stay fully dry. Into tomorrow morning, Tuesday, it'll be a humid day with a lot of low clouds, mist and fog around. A lot of mist and coastal fog around the west and northern coasts, especially. And now through the afternoon, some bright spells will break through, especially for more eastern and southern areas, where temperatures will be rising towards the low 20 Celsius. But in the west and north, we stay quite cloudy, quite overcast, a bit misty at times, with some patchy light rain and drizzle. That's Tuesday. Now, Tuesday night, we see more widespread clear skies. Unfortunately, they're coming overnight, not during the day, so we can't really, appreciate those too much. But yeah, by Wednesday morning, those clear skies are gone, and we're seeing patchy light rain pushing again from the west. A few heavier bursts are possible in parts of the country. Details are hard to pin down. It's got a messy pattern here, with the Azores High just to our southwest, but it is not close enough to prevent these troughs and areas of instability to come in around the around the high even, and bring us some patchy light rain at times, with a few heavier bursts here and there. So Thursday morning, the last day of July, starts off again some patchy rain at times and some heavy bursts locally. Don't take this too literally, but the UKV shows some heavy showers forming in parts of the Midlands and South East in the afternoon on Thursday. Don't know about that. Either way, skies brighten in the evening from the north, and August gets off to a quite a fine start, really, with sunshine and quite a lot of clouds coming down from the north, especially, and probably a cooler feel as well, with more northerly winds. And we go like that into clearer skies into Saturday morning. Of course, that is the start of the August bank holiday weekends. Although I doubt those will prevail through the whole weekend, as there'll be some lows passing to our north. Here is the temperature forecast from the UKV. So today, again quite warm today, highs of about 17 in the west, where it's cloudiest. But away from there, you're about 19 to 22 degrees. That's warmest in the Midlands, east and south. And tonight, we'll see lowest temperatures dipping down to around, say, 14 to 17 Celsius. That's north to south, miles in the south. Also quite humid as well tonight, as the warm front comes through. If you've watched our, not that one, also, that might have been quite good that I actually pressed that, because with that front coming in, we will see quite a lot of hill fog and coastal fog as well, especially for the western and northern areas tonight, and possibly for a time tomorrow as well in the northwest. Also, humidity. You can see the warm front is actually marked by a change in these levels of humidity. So yeah, definitely feeling quite muggy tonight and into tomorrow as well. Now back to the temperatures. Yeah, there we go. So tomorrow will be In the southeast, a warm day where it's sunnier, with highs there of 20 to 23 degrees. Elsewhere, it's more like 17 to 20 Celsius, but still feeling muggy in that warm sector there tomorrow. Going into tomorrow night, temperatures will lower to about 13 to 15 Celsius. Again, that's nothing unusual, but average really. And Wednesday itself, again, high teens, low 20 Celsius, always best values in the east and south. Thursday, this is very tricky to forecast because it's showing a lot of showers on Thursday and a lot of clouds and some areas of sunshine. So basically on Thursday, where it's sunnier, it'll be warmer. Thursday. And again, the more east and south you are, the higher the temperatures will be in general. And into Thursday night, Friday morning, first morning in August starts off on a rather cool note with more northerly winds and clear skies. Despite that, by afternoon, strong sunshine will lift temperatures between 16 and 20 Celsius. That's north to south. Of course, the north, in a northerly wind, will be that bit more exposed to the Malin Sea. And into Saturday morning, get a bit chilly towards clear skies, but I think by day, strong sunshine, it shouldn't feel too bad. So here is the GFS midnight run from Monday, this morning. So you can see the Azores High is there, not too far away, but still it's not close enough to bring in a proper dry spell. We also have these westerly winds around the high pressure system. So yeah, it'll be at times quite cloudy, also some rain at times over the next few days. Tuesday, not too bad, I don't think really, many areas. Today is quite nice as well. But Wednesday and Thursday could be a bit cloudier and more showery. August starts off a bit cooler with a more northerly airflow. Saturday looks dry, warm in the south. In the north, always a bit wetter, a bit damper, more cloudy sort of thing. Same with Sunday. Monday, I think we see a warm front coming through there, so quite widespread rain. And next Tuesday looks a bit wet, windy with that trough. Beyond that, Sunday comes back and we see a strong area of high pressure right over the country. And look at that. Very warm upper temperatures. In fact, this high pressure just stays over us and in fact moves towards Shetland and Norway by Saturday, August 9th, a long way off. And it brings up a southeasterly wind. That'll be hot. That'll be a heat wave passing there. The plus 15 Celsius ice storm comes northwards over the country. And let's get rid of that. And by August 10th, we're seeing a thundery trough forming. But even if we see some thunderstorms, that will not be a breakdown, as the Azores High quickly comes in behind that and returns us to warm and dry weather by mid-August. So GFS Midnight Run is your friend if you want summer to come back. Here's the ECM Midnight Run. ECM, in contrast, like this. Once again, today and tomorrow are quite nice days, I think, to be out and about. Then a bit cloudier and a bit damper through Wednesday and Thursday, as shown by this trough coming through. Friday is going to be bright and quite cool. Saturday, briefly dry and bright, but that won't last. A low is deepening towards Iceland, and that will be sending in its fronts on Sunday. Sunday is going to be a wet day on the ECM, so watch out for that. Heavy rain coming eastwards of the country even, from the west. And then the Monday, looking quite showery, if I'm being honest, always driest in the south. However, there is a slight trough there, and that would bring the threat of some longer areas of rain through the south on that Monday. So quite an unsettled weekend shown by the ECM. And Sunday is the worst day. Now, beyond that, we stay northwesterly. We do not see a convincing move from the Azores High, and it just remains a bit slack, really, up to the 10th of August. Bit warmer, yes. I think that would be warmer, but still a bit showery, bit nondescript, really, and we just end up, by mid-August, going more westerly again. So the ECM isn't that great, and in fact by August 12th we got blocking, and that is not what you want for a good summer, because the blocking will force the jet southwards along with these areas of low pressure and park them over us to the north, and that will bring in a lot of rain and cool weather. UK Met Run. Okay, so let's see what this one has to say. So once again, this ridge brings quite a nice day through today. This ridge brings quite nice days through today and into tomorrow. Some rain tonight. And then that trough brings a few showers through Wednesday to Thursday. August 1st, that's Friday. Getting a bit more, bit cooler. Possibly northerly winds. Let's see. So next Saturday, quite a nice day with the Azores High ridging in. Next Sunday, threatening rain through the country, and I think the Monday will be quite showery. Deep low coming through there to our west on August 4th. Now, that is the factor that is tricky, the complicating factor in this whole scenario, because you can see that after this trough through there, that there is a ridge to our west, and that is the Azores High trying to come north, but there's a deep low that can easily flatten it off, very easily flatten it off. GEM. So GEM once again today and tomorrow are quite nice days, apart from some rain tonight. Then into Wednesday, Thursday, a bit cloudy and more showery. Friday looking a bit brighter, but a bit cooler as well. Northerly winds. Saturday, quite a nice day. So I think that we can bet on Saturday being quite a good day actually for the weekend. Then Sunday, we might be threatening to bring a weak front through the country there. Then the Monday is looking a bit showery at times to the north, but otherwise quite dry. Then the Tuesday is looking warm and dry away from the north, and then we do bring in the front there through Wednesday on the GEM. And we end up on Thursday, August 7th, looking quite dry and warm, I think, away from the north. Yeah. So actually, ECM and GEM not bringing that Azores High in so strongly. So is the signal weakening? The GFS has always been bullish recently about doing this and bringing some back, but the other runs not yet. Well, I feel like, we'll see. I feel like the signal is weakening in some way of bringing some back today, at least. Could be just a blip. Hopefully it is. Here's the icon. The icon is looking, once again, today is quite a nice day. Tomorrow is a bit cloudier in the west, and then Wednesday, bright for them in the east, but that trough will come through, bringing some showers and areas of rain through the country. And Thursday and Friday, a bit cooler, more showery, northerly winds. Saturday, again, that ridge should promise some decent weather. And Sunday, a cold front comes through, bringing some rain with it. And Monday, August 4th, westerly winds, probably drier due to that ridge, but quite cool. And unfortunately, a low is to our west and it's deepening. And it looks like there's a whole conveyor belt of rain coming through, ready to come through on Monday night or Tuesday. So, we wait and see. And here's the arpège. The arpège. Here we go. Now, today, tomorrow, as we know, the Azores High is close enough to bring quite a nice couple of days. Then this trough does sink in there from northwest through Wednesday night, Thursday. August 1st, looking dry, probably quite right. A few showers at times, but quite warm. And it's time to wait and see what happens. That low should bring a cold front through on Sunday. Now behind that is when we question ourselves as to whether we'll see the Azores High coming in a more convincing fashion. So here's the once again, just for fun, for a trend watching sort of thing, we're doing the ensembles watch for Monday, August 4th, Bank Holiday Monday. Just to see what they all have to say. Yesterday, quite a few were showing the Azores High coming in. Let's see what today's show. So, number one is showing dry and warm weather in the south, a bit wetter and cooler in the north. Number two, cool and showery, not good. Number three, wet and breezy. Number four, A bit showery. Number 5, wet and breezy, showery. Cool as well. Number 6, bit warmer and dry. Number 7, northwesterly. Number 8, maybe a bit drier in the south for a time, but there is a front there coming through. Number 9, looking warm and dry. That's the first one so far that actually looks good. Number 10 is not good at all. Be very wet, windy. Number 11, bit showery. Number 12, bit showery. Number 13, in the south it's warm and dry. In the north it's a bit cooler and breezier. 14 is cool and showery. 15 is cool and showery. 16 is warm and dry for a time, but there's a trough to the west. 17 is looking a bit showery. Number 18 is looking quite nice in the south, but in the north a bit cloudier. Warm as well. 19 is quite showery. 20 is going to be wet and breezy. 21 in the south is fine, but elsewhere I think you're a bit cloudy. 22 is looking a bit showery, but cloudy. 23 looking nice in the south, but in the north a bit wetter. 24 looks, yeah, so I feel like so far only 9 and 24 are actually looking good. 25 can join the mix. 26 is going to let us down. 27 isn't great. 28, no. 29, south is fine, north is not. 30, westerly winds. So, yeah, compared with yesterday, I feel like the signal for the Azores High to ridge in a strong fashion has now decreased, unfortunately. Before we go, let's look at the ensembles actually. Just the graph for the GFS from Dublin. So this shows the upper air temperature forecast against the average line. This is the 30-year average marked by the red line, and the white line is the ensemble average. So you know all the ensembles averaged, and basically that's the temperature. That's the dates. So you can see we're currently above average, a slight bit above average. So we do have a warm sector coming through. So August starts off a bit cooler. Then we go into the weekend. It's a bit, again, we do see a rise, but I think that is with an area of low pressure and another warm sector coming through. A bit cooler behind the low pressure system by next Monday and Tuesday, but beyond that we do see a warming trend. So maybe just been delayed a bit, but still, it's weakened for the weekends, and it's in general I think the warming trend is being pushed back. Let's look at this against the precipitation forecast. So you can see some showers coming up through tonight, tomorrow, again through Wednesday, Thursday. Then a bit drier into Saturday, I think. A bit more showery again from Sunday through to next Tuesday. But beyond that, you know, it's quite dry. So around August 6th, I think, is where it starts being drier and warmer. So, you know, definitely not as early as yesterday's ensemble showed the nice spell coming in as early as Monday, possibly. But that is now not likely, and definitely quite a strong signal here for it to start on Wednesday-ish and go through. We'll wait and see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I feel like I'm doing like just a chase that never ends, like a wild goose chase here. I feel like I've been doing these videos hinting at a better August for ages, you know. Oh gosh. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see ya. Bye for now.